Hello, good morning to you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and come on this morning. Um, Guys, you know how this works. So if you want a reading, go ahead and put it in the comment section below there. Okay. So right now, we're just going to wait for our people to come on. All right. It's 11:10 on the clock. One more minute, it'll be 11:11. Make a wish hour, so go ahead and make your guys' wish. And we are waiting for our people. 11:11 right now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair up so we can go ahead and start. Usually I already have my hair up. All right, and I'm gonna cleanse my hands. I see Jose 9. Hi, hello to you. Good morning. If you would like, go ahead and put it in the comment section below there. What type of reading you would want. I see a Christopher is on. I had a kind of weird request of a reading if I could. Oh, okay. So yes, you can definitely have a reading. So what is the weird request of a reading? That's a pretty cool one. That's actually unique. It's like awesome whenever I hear people that come up with these creative types of readings. That's like totally awesome, guys. And I'll go ahead and grab your deck. Jose 9, if you would like a reading, type right there in the comment section, okay? And Christopher, make sure you go ahead and type what type of reading you want. What is the weird request of a reading. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. Oh, could I know why I am the way I am or who I am? Okay, wow, that's actually a really good one. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to write your names down. Yep, I was just fixing to say that because there's going to be a lot of people coming on asking for a reading. All right, I see Kingdom Business. Can I get a reading also? Yes, ma'am. So give me 1 second because I'm going to have to write everybody's names down. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see here. We got a pen. Christopher, good to see you on here. Guys, if you haven't hit like, share, subscribe, go ahead and do that now. Become a part of the family. Would definitely love to have you guys here more often. And then whenever I come on, you'll be able to see me, okay, and get readings from me. I see, oh gosh, some of these names, I tell you, they really get to me because it's like, I try my best to pronounce them correctly, but oh my gosh, some of these are really difficult sometimes. Let's see here. Jose 9. And then Christopher. And then Kingdom Business. Okay, and then I see Yatek. I hope I'm saying this right, okay? Because the Y could be silent too, which would be Tekweki or Teki, something like this, okay? Yateki. And I'm probably still not saying it right, guys, but I do my best. Hey, I just wanted to tell you, oh, you're not a witch, and you're scamming sad people into paying you to answer questions you can't answer. Okay, I'm probably not pronouncing your name right, but anyway, I do not scam people. And honestly, every reading that I have done has always been for free. Okay, I did have a lady who did send me some money. I do have people who give me like on their own. Okay, I don't ever ask for anything. I have came on before and I have asked, you know, done like $3 or $10 readings or $5 readings. Honestly, though, I ended up doing all of those readings for free. So I don't know why you're saying I'm scamming people when I'm not. I did go on and try to match my $100 only because my internet was fixing to get like shut off. I didn't know it was around my pay date or something because they keep switching my day and stuff. So I keep having problems with that. So I'm not scamming people, okay? And whatever I get is what people donate willingly to me, but it's not what I've asked for, okay? So I don't know where you're getting that, but thank you for not calling me a witch. Thank you for being here. And it's totally cool you being here. If you want a reading, I'll read for you. Just make sure that whatever you comment, that you stay positive, okay? Because I don't accept any negativity on this channel, okay? I do have people I read for, so when I get negative comments, that takes up a lot of time away from people that want a reading, people who are here being positive, okay? So you can subscribe to the channel if you want. If you don't like tarot readings, Torah readings, then you might not want to watch this channel. There are other YouTube channels. You can watch those. So again, thank you for being here. If you don't want to be here, that's very fine. Sunkissed Jewel says, your voice is so pretty. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you would like a reading, go ahead and type below in this comment section. I see Clifford. Thank you for being here. Would I be able to get a reading? Yes. And Sunkissed, if you would like your reading, type it below, okay? Because I'm going to put you guys in order as you come on. Okay. So Sunkissed, you did comment first, okay? You commented first, so if you want your reading, let me know what type of reading. And if you don't want a reading, then I will put Clifford down for a reading. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start today. I always cleanse my hands, though, guys. At least I try to remember to cleanse my hands. All right, here we go. And my holy water. Okay. Here we go, guys. We're going to start today with Hosea 9, and we're going to see what comes out. Let's see. There we go. This oil actually helps my hands when it comes to the cards, because some of these cards, I tell you, your hands have to be either oiled up or greased up, but it definitely helps with pulling these cards. All right, so we're going to grab these here. All right, let's go ahead and start your reading. You said, I haven't had a job for 6 months. Oh, wow, okay. So, let's see. Let's just see what wants to come out for you. Okay. All right, so what are the messages for Hosea 9? Can you show us, please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. We call upon the Lord God of heaven, Lord God Almighty, Lord God of heaven and earth, Lord Jesus Christ, all the angels of heaven, 11 disciples. Please come help and assist us with this reading. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Protect me as I read these messages this morning, so protect me and my energy as I read for my people this morning. Protect me from all negative energy. All right, here we go, guys. 2, 3. Here we go. The messages for Jose 9. Okay, we got the first one out. And let's go ahead and start. So this is actually, when these cards come out, these can sometimes be speaking of a child. Immaturity, immature, definitely a child. So when our knights come out, in case you guys didn't know this, when your knights come out, that sometimes represents a teenager. So I am seeing a child here, and this card is in the reverse. So let's just see. So this is some bad news. You've got some kind of bad news coming in. And earthly matters. Okay, so this could be regarding your stability. Lack of goals, could be lack of goals or lacking common sense. And irresponsible. This could be irresponsible with money. Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe, you know what I'm getting, honestly? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So in relationships, it looks like you could have a tendency to spend your money. Now, don't shoot the mailman, okay, guys? I have to say whatever I see, okay? Unless I'm told by my spirit guides to hold back, then there's some things that I hold back only because my spirit guides tell me not to speak on certain things, okay? Because there are certain things, you know, of y'all's life that I may see that y'all may not want me to speak on. And so sometimes I'm told to hold those things back. So I do that sometimes. So what I'm seeing here, okay, so don't take this the wrong way, okay, because I know some people get very upset or resistant, I guess, but in a more conflict way, or I don't know, something like this, okay, and kind of get irritated only because of the truth, okay, but we can't help it when the truth comes out. Oh, so don't shoot the mailman. All right, so what I'm seeing is this irresponsibility when it comes to money. Is like spending it in an irresponsible way or on the wrong things. And to me, it's like in relationships, irresponsible spending when in relationships or even in marriage. Look at this. Look, I cannot make this up. We have here a relationship, a marriage just after that. And then what's after this? Look, and it's like you're always rushing in because this relationship or marriage, okay? Relationships, marriage, family life. Look, there's another relationship. So, and this is the truth. This is the truth. But I feel like you need to start saying no, because eventually doing this is going to lead to pain. Yeah, and then you're just back at base one. You're starting all over again when you do this, okay? So this is some irresponsible, maybe reckless spending. Let me put these cards back. Wow. I can't believe the way those just popped out like that. Okay. And the order that they were in. Okay, so let's see, what else? Oh, man. A lot of cards just want to speak this morning. Thank you. Oh, okay, so your Wheel of Fortune. Oh, my. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Why do I always have to be the bearer of bad news? It's not necessarily bad, but we got bad news coming in. And I'm the bearer of bad news this morning. Oh my, so your Wheel of Fortune. God, it had to be the Wheel of Fortune too. Came out sideways. And it looks like when it comes to success, it's a missed opportunity. Looks like you're rushing in, but you're rushing in towards this missed opportunity. So I don't know if you're like thinking of a relationship that was there in the past, one that was like a burden or something. This is one that caused you some grief, okay? If not, this was a huge loss to you, regret. Either way, either you or this person. Okay, so this was either you or your person, okay, from the past. You guys had an ending. You still watch this person. It looks like you still watch this person, okay? You're still watching them. Sometimes, you know, when they come out like this right here, this gives me the feel of watching someone fall in pain. You're watching them at the end of their life, or you know what I mean? That's exactly what this looks like to me. And then we have here anxiety, trapped, right? Trapped in your head. These are all negative thoughts. Okay, somebody who's doing this to themselves, and so much that they have this blindfold on that they can't even see the good that's come in their life. That's like this right here. Their eyes are closed. See, their head is down. They're in this dark cloak of depression. Right here, they've got their eyes closed. They can't see clearly. So there's something you're not seeing clearly. Something you probably need to let go of. Okay. You do have a wish coming in. Okay. So you wish to end conflict, to take control back, to be dominant now when it comes to negativity or negative coming into your life. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh my Jesus, they all want to talk. They're in the reverse. And look at that. Work. This is no work. When you have it up here, we have work, right? So this is more like lazy, not working. Oh man. And it's because of a relationship. But then again, when you have this card, right, this is freeing yourself of addictions or toxicity. So you're definitely trying to free yourself. Whatever this is, it's painful. It's painful. Now, this card, I will tell you, also speaks about a bitter truth, okay? A painful, bitter truth is better than a soft lie, if that makes sense. So I really think that card is pretty cool. But even though it's the painful card. Oh, illusion. You're stuck in an illusion fantasy. You could be almost, you know what I get from this. Okay, now I know this is the illusion card. Okay, so no matter which way you turn this card, it's an illusion. So whenever I first started doing, you know, card readings and stuff, when I first started out, okay, so I was looking through the cards and looking at the pictures and trying to see what I felt like the cards were saying. And then I would go back and check just to see if I was right. And I was usually right. So with this card, I was like, man, no matter which way you turn this card, and that's what I was telling everybody. I don't know why I keep seeing that, but no matter which way you turn this card, to me, it looks like an illusion. And that's exactly what it means. No matter which way you turn it, it's still an illusion. It's not real. It's almost like you could be like having daydreams, vivid dreams. You could have a lot of options as well, but it's like, here's all these options, right? But it's an illusion. You can't grasp it. You can't hold on to it. And no matter how close you get, it's slipping away, right? Yeah, that's what this feels like to me. And you know what? It could be that your success is right around the corner, but there's something you've got to release, something you got to let go of, okay? In order for your success to come in, and I believe that you're really close to it, but reckless spending is not going to help with your stability, is not going to help with your success to come in. So definitely, definitely when this card comes out, okay, especially being in the upright, there are several options, but one must be picked. You have to choose one and just hope you choose correctly. What is that game show? That game show, and you have these different doors, right, that you pick, and you could end up with nothing, or you could end up with a lot of fortune, right? That's almost like what I'm seeing here. But one door has to be chosen, but you have to be very, very careful on which door you choose to open when it comes to your life. Because if you open the wrong one, you could end up with nothing. And this is like reckless spending on the wrong things, right? That's also what this is saying. So be careful on who you choose to spend on. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, so we'll go ahead and read that, and then we'll grab some more cards for you. So let's see here. Here we go. Good luck, destiny. This is change, karma, soulmates. Now this is when it's in the upright, okay? Decisive moments, cycles of life, fortune, upheaval, chance. This is also good luck when it's in the upright. Now, when you have this card in the reverse, it's bad luck. So you basically have bad luck, a double dose of bad luck. Bad luck's here twice. Let's see. Yeah, bad luck, upheaval, disorder, external forces, lack of control, disruption, unwelcome to change, delays, and setbacks. So it looks like there's still going to be a delay or a setback. But I believe, you know, if you did put out like certain job applications or made an effort, okay, just be careful which one you accept, okay? Because one is going to promise a lot and be promising. But here we have, you may need to pray about it. Maybe cleanse your energy, do a cleansing, maybe a spiritual bath or something, and try to present yourself in a more classy way or something, you know, a better suited way. That way you look more respectful or presentable going for a job. And I guarantee you the right one will come. All right, so let's see. How about we grab these money moves? Let me put these up here. We're going to grab these right here. Did I say money moves? It's actually called Manifest Money. Let's just see what comes out. I do have some other money cards. I can't remember where I put them, though. I guarantee you they're probably in there with my other setup. All right, let's go ahead and see what wants to come out. What are the messages? What are the messages regarding income, stability? Okay, that one's in the reverse. All right, what is this one? Awakening. Maybe you've already undergone a spiritual awakening. After you rest a while, yeah, rest. Okay, cultivate new interest. This says job search. Oh my gosh. And look, it's in the reverse. Oh my goodness. So it looks like you may choose to not job search for a while. You may be stuck for a while. This says more and rising, but look, it's in the reverse. You could be, or maybe you first need to go through a spiritual transformation. So in order for transformation to happen, something definitely has to, you know, basically break down, die, turn into metamorphosis, um, before you can turn into this beautiful butterfly. You definitely have to, you know, be reborn. Basically, that's what these butterflies do. They're reborn, but first they have to die. A part of them dies away, right? And that part that dies away, you don't really ever get that back. It just transforms into something even more beautiful, right? So your future self. Let's see what's on the bottom. Ooh, risky business is on the bottom. Tread carefully when moving forward. Now, poised, balance, and payoff. So tread carefully. That is this right here, this illusion that you need to tread lightly on when deciding which job. All right, so let's see, what else? What else? Thank you. See beyond. Look past obstacles, wow, and get the finish line, ambition, venture, reward. I still feel like this. Look beyond the obstacles. It's exactly, it's illusions. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Full bloom. Wow. Yeah, to transform into this beautiful, beautiful rose, right? You reach your potential to make your money grow, mature, invested, and peak. So yeah, there's a part of you that probably needs to grow up or change a certain way of thinking. This is possibilities at the bottom. There are many potential paths to explore now. That's this, illusions. So you got to be careful on which one you choose, right? To explore now, this is opening, change, and begin. So yeah, you are at your fool's journey, just starting on your journey. Okay, so what else? What else? Another one. Let's see what else wants to come out. Oh, okay, this one's in the reverse. Grand Vista. Take time to savor a taste of the good life. Luxury, beauty, and retreat. And look, in the reverse. What's on the bottom? Quick results. Your investment returns a speedy profit soon. Act now, movement, and cash. Okay, so you may need to act on one of these jobs soon, because if you don't, it may take a lot longer trying to get a job. I do feel like if you act quickly, but carefully, wisely, and cautiously, you may just stumble across the right one. We have like minds. They're like, it came out sideways though. Find your tribe and share ideas and abundance, giving inspired support. Ooh, maybe you need to get some support or maybe some answers, or maybe you need to talk to maybe a job coach or something. Somebody that could help you in this area, or career search, something like this. Okay, what? Okay, both of these were sideways. They came out like this. Lead the pack. Use your leadership skills to create your empire. Boss, owner, top dog. And right now you're not. And I feel like once you complete everything you're supposed to do, you could be sitting at the top. But there's some steps you're going to have to do. This one here was, look, it's loving life. To attract more, enjoy the abundance you have. Full heart, already rich, but instead it's sideways. It's like it's waiting for you. This says steady flow. Keep going and let the momentum build. Increase income and blessed. All right, so let's grab some more cards and see what comes out. We'll put these over here. How about, what are these? Let's see what wants to come out with these. All right, so Christopher, you are next. You are next. What are the messages? What are the messages? What are the messages? What does Jose 9 need to hear? Not what they want to hear. We have health in the reverse. Let's see, what else? Health is in the reverse, so you may need to pay attention to your health at this time. Maybe this lack of not having a job is becoming unhealthy or something. Or stability, lack of stability. In some ways, this is like, whoa, okay, it was meant to fall. Worry. We have worry here. Looks like you're worried about something too. Surrender. You may need to surrender. I can release my need to control. What else? What else? What else? And guys, when these cards come in the reverse, that's usually a warning. It could be your spirit guides, your ancestors. It could be the divine, you know, pointing out what you need to focus on and what needs to change in your life. What you need to focus your attention on. Is there another message? Is there another message? Let's see. Yo, okay. Sideways. Service. I feel good when I can help others. And this is almost giving me the feeling like you can't help others if you can't help yourself. So first, you need to help yourself, then you'll be able to help others. We have health here, so you may need to pay attention to your health at this time. I will honor the physical vessel that enriches my soul. All right, we have guilt here at the bottom. This is like your 5 of Cups, right? I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. But it's almost like you're focusing on the negative things. That's what this feels like to me with this worry card here and this guilt. Okay, so it's focusing on all of the negative things right now, which can be very, very unhealthy, being trapped in your own mind. All right, so let's go ahead and grab whatever comes out with these. And then Christopher, you are next, my dear. Let's see. All right, here we go. What wants to come out? Forgive and forget was stuck inside. So there may be something you need to forgive or something you need to forget. Okay. Let's see. What are the messages? What are the messages for Jose 9? What are the messages? Thank you. This was sideways, Anthony's call, so it's almost like not taking a call. That could be the bad news too as well. This is a cure for longing, and it's like in the reverse. Thank you. That came out quick. Okay, a distant dream. This is like your 7 of Cups, the illusion again. Let's go ahead and put these up. We have Anthony's call. So this says, and thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. There may be a need maybe to say the St. Anthony's prayer. Maybe you feel like you've lost something. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. So there's like a part of yourself you feel like is lost. This is why you're unable to move forward when it comes to finding a job. You feel like a piece of the puzzle's missing. Something's gone. This could be speaking of a past person too, though. Yeah, this is, oh, St. Anthony, please come around. Something is lost that needs to be found. In case you guys didn't know that prayer, that's what it is. My grandma used to say that all the time, every time she lost something. And then when she said that, boom, there it is. We always found it. Sometimes it'd be like 2 or 3 days later. So this is a cure for longing. And it's like there's no cure right now because you're still longing. And I feel like it's because something's lost and it needs to be found. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. Then we have the distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Pass this card on. We have morning memory. It's just a memory. It's this illusion, right? Could be fantasy. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. This is meditate under the sun. This is your Leo. All right, so this is the end of your reading. You can come on tomorrow and get a reading from me. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And let's see here. We have Christopher. You said there's some things about your past. Let's see. Clifford said, oh, okay. So I see Clifford. Ash76 says no money. Okay, that is right. Thank you, Ash76. Jose says, thank you. You are very, very welcome. So let me write Clifford down. Clifford. Okay, says deal or no deal. Right. So Sun-Kissed Jewels or even Ash76, if you guys want a reading, make sure you put it in the comment section, okay, where I can see it. Christopher says, I had a kind of weird request of a reading. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. Okay, so could I know why I am the way I am? Okay, so let's just see. Okay, why is Christopher the way they are? Okay, let's just see. Okay, I have no idea, guys. I have no idea what's going to come out. Okay, so don't shoot the mailman is all I ask, please. All right, so because I have to tell the truth, what be that good or bad. I got to tell the truth. All right, let's see here. Don't remember a lot of your childhood. Why are you the way you are? This is what Christopher would like to know. Why is Christopher the way Christopher is? Because Christopher can't remember a lot about their childhood. I almost feel like maybe some trauma. I feel like could have had some childhood trauma. Could be. Let's see. Usually, you know, when people can't remember certain parts of their childhood, it's because, I'm going to be honest now. I'm going to be honest because I have to say it from the professional, you know, state of looking at it, okay, is usually somewhere trauma set in, like childhood trauma. It happened somewhere, okay, usually, okay, when you can't remember your childhood. Then there's those who's had like a perfect, beautiful childhood, and they can't remember parts of their childhood, or they'll replace it with other things, okay? Now, some of these people have like split personalities. Some of these people, though, could have had a really good life and childhood, but for some reason, their mind is not healed, and they were just born with split personalities. So they definitely, and it could be something, you know, certain things in their life that were, let's say, not 100% good. But it may not be family that's done this. This could be friends. This could be uh, friends of the family, you know, stuff like this, or maybe church people. You know, not everybody's perfect, right? Not everybody's going to, you know, how do you say that? You could basically go to church, and just because you're going to church, it doesn't mean that that church is living 100%. Not even the people in the church, okay? Because they all carry their own sins, is what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. All right, so let's see. We call upon the Lord God of heaven, Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ, all the angels of heaven, the 11 disciples. Please come help and assist us with this reading. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. So let's see. Why can't Christopher remember parts of his childhood? Why can't Christopher remember parts of his childhood? Why is Christopher the way Christopher is? 3, 1, 2, 3. I almost feel anxiety. Oh, there's a block. As soon as I spoke that, a block showed up. Oh my. I feel like there's anxiety regarding your childhood, your past. There's anxiety. I almost feel like I got like a nervous neck, a nervous gut. It could be, maybe you see things before they happen. Maybe you were different as a child. You weren't like everybody else. You saw things like before they happened, or you could see certain things people couldn't see, something like this. 1, 2, 3. But I'm also seeing anxiety on a child, like you, like, I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just saying anxiety, stress, worry, a nervous gut. And sometimes to the point of it's because you can see things or feel things. Oh, that thing just stuck to me. What are the messages? Why? Okay, rushing in. What is this? Why is Christopher the... It was a woman in your childhood. Why is my hands shaking? I don't know if you can see this. This is like anxiety. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm like feeling your anxiety. Oh my. All right, give me a second, guys. My hands are sweating right now. So I don't know if your anxiety is to the point of where your hands sweat. This is a female. There's a woman maybe just starting out. What is this? What is this? Church. This is peace, rest, and manifesting. What is this? There was a lot going on in your childhood. A lot going on in your childhood. It was almost about knowledge. What the heck? Is it almost saying no to something? What are you saying no to? What is this? What is this? Maybe there was like some kind of a fight in your childhood. Uh-oh. Okay, something, oh my. Something happened in your childhood that you didn't want to see. And it could have been more than one thing happened and you didn't want to see it. Whatever this was, okay, that you weren't supposed to see, it's almost like your parents picked up and moved somewhere else with you as a child. Does that make sense? I don't know if you remember anything like this. But it definitely looks like parents picking up. They're choosing grass is always greener on the other side. But the reason they're leaving is because you saw something you weren't supposed to see. Oh my, this is like totally weird. What the hell is this? I feel like this is really bad. And your parents were moving for a better life, a wish fulfillment, wish granted, right? For a better family. But even though they chose to move, right, for this wish fulfillment and this never-ending fairy tale of a story, they still carried secrets that were dark, deep, dark, hidden secrets. Oh my God. They moved so that, oh my, I almost can't breathe right now. I'm about to have a panic attack doing this reading. Why are my hands just, look, they are literally shaking. Oh my. I don't know that I should even, I don't know. Because sometimes when you brain, it can cause, okay. When you go to see somebody, okay, like a therapist or somebody that can get in your head, and they start speaking on your past childhood trauma, sometimes that's good, can be healing, sometimes it can be bad. And I feel like if I speak, if I'm not careful and I speak on the wrong thing, cause a negative shift in your brain, and make you act like, you know, differently. It could trigger something when it comes to your past childhood trauma. Your parents wanted to see something differently. They wanted to see something differently. Let's see, what is this? What is this? Oh my. Yeah, I'm definitely about to have a panic attack. Feeling trapped. So even though they left, they still felt trapped. It's almost like they felt like they were being controlled by something or someone or something. Controlled. Or they moved you to because you felt trapped. Either they moved you because you felt trapped, or they felt trapped, or they moved and then they felt trapped. Confined, self-limiting. What is this? When it comes to giving or taking, this could be speaking of adultery, because that Six of Pentacles is the adultery card, and it's trying to balance something. Balance something that you saw. It was some things. It was more than one thing, but you saw some things you weren't supposed to see as a child. And I got to be very, very careful how I say this, because I don't want to trigger anything, if that makes sense. I moved a lot as a child. I do remember that. Oh my goodness. Yes. And it was because you were seeing things you weren't supposed to see. Oh God, what is... Now, this could be speaking of one or both of your parents. One of them was longing for a job, but it was painful. They were walking away from something to better their life. Why? Why? It was an illusion. Okay, so there was a point in your life where your parents chose to move somewhere based on a dream, or maybe whoever this boss was or whatever this was told them it was good, it would be a good move, and it turned out it wasn't a good move. It looks like your parents may have blocked. Ooh, It was toxic. It was toxic. They moved right into toxicity several times. Several moves of toxicity. But one was felt like a missed opportunity. They were walking away from things. Running away. I feel like running away from something, feeling trapped. So they were definitely running away. But at the same time, they were carrying burdens. They were carrying secrets. Oh my. Some of these moves, though, you may have been asleep. You may have fell asleep in the vehicle or something and just woke up where you moved to, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why you can't remember. There's something about you were sleeping a lot during your childhood, like more so than most kids would sleep. So I don't know if that you got a hold of something, or I don't know if your parents did stuff they shouldn't have been doing, like around you, and maybe you picked up on something, put it in your mouth. I don't know, something maybe like that. I don't know. Or maybe it was the people they were around did things they shouldn't have been doing. And you put it in your mouth and you were sleeping a lot. And whoever this female is in your childhood, could be a mother, could be a widowed mother, or a widowed grandma, aunt, whoever this widow is, okay? Because our Queen of Swords is usually speaking, usually now, speaks of a widowed woman who was lying, cheating, and stealing, thinking she's not going to get caught, whoever this is, was stealing from your family, or taking evidence, or something like this, thinking that she's getting away with something, but at the same time, she's going to get caught. Eventually, this catches up with you. This is an enemy masquerading as a friend. So this could have been a friend of the family, maybe. Somebody who came in and pretended to be your mom or your dad's best friend or something like this. And instead they were lying, cheating, stealing. Maybe, I don't know, unless this person's done something to with your dad or something. I don't know. Something like this. This was a battle, though. This woman caused chaos. This was a battle. This woman was like a forever enemy. Maybe you guys had to get away from this woman who was like stalking your family. Now, this right here is the Empress. So this could definitely be speaking. It almost looks like to me, you were sleeping a lot during your childhood. There were some things you didn't see because you were sleeping some of that time. And that's probably why you don't remember certain things. But then again, there could have been something you'd put in your mouth or whatever this is, or somebody gave you something and it knocked you out. But I feel like your parents, though, were extremely intelligent people. They were very smart, whatever this was. They were smart. And it's almost like your dad, though, it's almost like he had all the answers. Maybe he's the one that made the decisions to move or something, to get away. So I don't know if this widowed woman says he got her pregnant or maybe told a lie. That's lying and cheating and stealing. Okay, that forever enemy. That is that, whoever that female is, and could have lied on your dad or something and said, you got me pregnant, or something like this. And there could have been something about a painful birth. Your mother could have experienced a painful birth when delivering you. I don't know what that's about. What else? Oh my. Okay, this is 2. Childhood. Childhood's in the reverse. Something illegal or some kind of justice. Maybe your parents had to seek justice on this female. Maybe if you have siblings, like brothers and sisters or something, she could have done something to your siblings and maybe something to you. Maybe this was like a babysitter. Maybe this woman was like a babysitter or something. I don't know. This is weird. This energy is very, very off. It's very weird. What is this? Letting go of the past, focusing on the future, maturity, growing up, leaving home. So you definitely, even as a child, you didn't want to be at home. You wanted to grow up. You were one of those children who didn't want to be a child. You wanted to mature quickly because you wanted to grow up and leave home. And it's because you saw the negative side of people, maybe of your dad. When it come to a loving relationship, it's like you saw the negative side. I don't know if your dad used to drink like alcohol or something, or you seen some man growing up, an older gentleman who would like drink. I don't know if this is a grandpa, whoever this is, uncle, but they would drink a lot and get drunk. Emotionally immature. Yeah, this person was immature, overly emotional, overwhelmed, anxious. This person was very anxious as well. This person could have been in and out of jail as well. There was a victory, though. There was a victory, and I'm seeing something about a teenager. This is also a teenager card. This speaks of a teenager. I'm seeing 2 teenagers. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. This is rushing in. It's now or never. That's what this card speaks about. So let's see. There's a lot. There's a lot going on here. It's a lot. This is Aquarius. Big changes, opportunities, seize the moment. Yeah, it's almost like that's why your parents were picking up and moving. Because when they seen a better opportunity, they were going for it. I feel like maybe they were trying to better themselves, maybe to give you a better life. They felt like they had to jump in. This is arrival and departure. So they picking up and moving several times. Yeah, that's exactly what you were saying. That's exactly what this card speaks on. Assertive, direct, honest, quick wit, talkative, impatient. Yeah, they were very impatient when it came to actually finding a place. They just acted on something like an impulse. Yeah, impulsive, intelligent, daring, and rebellious. Almost like in a rebellious way. What else? What else? Why doesn't Christopher remember his past? Why is Christopher the way he is? Could be, I feel like the way you are is stemmed from your childhood, honestly. Yeah. This card was upright. Now it's in the reverse. So now you're awakened to something. There was a message that came in, something. Travel. This is news. News travels fast. This card speaks of speed, news, right? And then you have the Chariot. So this is like news travels fast, but this is some some news about truth. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? This is Libra. This is the Libra card. Libra and Aquarius. This is air. This is all air. Communication. Communication. This is the throat chakra. That is all that's coming out so far is air. Finding mental strength, awakening. So you've undergone an awakening. Rejoining the world. Coming out of isolation. Oh, maybe something about your parents. Maybe that's why almost like they were hiding you from something or protecting or hiding. It did say feeling trapped. Oh, my hand is shaking again. It's something about your childhood. You felt trapped. You felt isolated. Maybe you felt imprisoned at times. So if your parents were like very, very disciplined, very strict or something, it made you feel isolated, made you feel trapped. And you immediately wanted to leave home. Even as a child, you wanted to leave home. You wanted to grow up quick, be an adult, so you could move away. You wanted to move. There was a lot of I feel like people coming in and out, in and out, in and out of your childhood. And some of these people, I feel like, would come in, they'd go away, you'd never see them again. You would never see these people again. But it was like a lot of people coming in and out of your life. Different people with different backgrounds, just coming in and out, in and out, in and out of your life. And this made you want to just get away from all of this. This made you feel anxiety, worry. This could have made you start partying. If I could say this correctly. When you go out to like clubs and party, so doing a lot of heavy partying as a teenager. Yeah, it made you rebellious. You could have ended up having a lot of sex maybe with random people, or I don't know, something like this. Something like this. As a teenager, you wanted to explore your sexual side and travel. There's a child. There's like, I have seen so far 3 teenagers and 1 child. Some of these people could have had teenagers. What is this? A leap. Journey. Starting over. Starting over keeps coming up in this reading. All right, so let's see. You may get some good news here soon. Hastiness. Speed, progress, movement, action. Rushing, exciting times. Yes, this is exactly what a teenager does. They do this. This could be speaking of your teenager years, where you were reckless. It looks like you were honest, though. You were honest. So if you did do reckless things, you were honest about it. Rushing, exciting times, travel, freedom. You wanted to feel free. This is why you act out. This is why you were doing what you were doing. This is why you still do what you do. Because you wanted to get out. You wanted to do something because I feel like you felt isolated and trapped as a child. So now you want to get out. You want to have fun. You want to do things. You want to go places. This is exciting times, travel. You could like to drive a lot and just drive to random places just to see where you end up. And maybe drink, hopefully not drinking and driving, which you probably have. Freedom, holiday, romances, taking off, gaining momentum, ahead and thinking on your feet, sudden action. So this is taking sudden action for what? Travel. And this is speed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speed. I get it now. I get it. So you would actually, with your vehicle, you would race to get to certain places. You could have been, as a teenager now, racing your friends just to see whose car's faster, something like this. This is racing. Yes, you would like race your vehicle against your friends just to see who's faster. Yes, this is friends. This is the truth. And sometimes this card right here speaks on friends, partying. So this is this recklessness, rebelliousness, but you were doing it because there were some things you didn't get to do as a child that other people got to do. So being held back from the world and being isolated from the world, maybe you were homeschooled. Maybe you were homeschooled by your parents or something. But there's something about always being stuck at home. And there was a lot of your childhood where you were sleeping when you should have been awake or something. So you would race, probably party. There was something that you saw you weren't supposed to see. Some of these were illusions. You could have had nightmares. So remember I said you could have, as a child, before I started even pulling out cards, right? You could have, as a child, had visions and saw things before they happened. I feel like you would also have dreams of certain things like before they happened. I could have spoke on this. But anyway, in this dream state, you saw something, but I feel like some of your dreams were stemmed from your past. Certain things that you saw you weren't supposed to see. You could still have nightmares over those things, and you think they're just nightmares, but they're actually glimpses of things that really happened. So I don't know if you watched someone die as a child, because this is a page. Page speaks of a child. So as a child, you saw somebody either kill themselves, or you saw somebody kill somebody, or you saw somebody die. Something like this. I don't know what that is, but you saw a death of some sort. And after you saw this as a child, you saw something here happen, you started having nightmares about this. And you thought it was like a nightmare, and you thought it was just an illusion. It's just a dream. Your parents could have told you it's just a dream. It's just a dream. It wasn't just a dream. This was something you saw as a child. And since you saw this terrible, terrible thing happen, okay, it caused you to have a nightmare about this incident. You actually saw something. This is one of the you saw that you weren't supposed to. I just got goosebumps. This was something you saw that you weren't supposed to see. But there were other things in your life you saw you weren't supposed to see. Oh my gosh. Maybe you saw two people do something. This was very painful. Maybe this was two people who worked together to kill this person. I don't know if this is a murder or God, whatever this is. Let's another card. Let's see what you said. I moved a lot. Yes, I never liked being with my parents. Oh, at least not for periods of time. Oh my. They were very strict. Yes, that did come out in the cards. Like I said, I can't remember my childhood. It's almost like I didn't have one. Oh my. Yes, I did do a lot of crazy things in my late teens and early 20s. Oh, wish I could at times. Wish I still could at times. Oh my. Okay, so let's see. What else? What else did Christopher see that Christopher wasn't supposed to see as a child? Okay, travel in the reverse. What is this? Too many cards came out, but I just want to see why this was here. What is this? returning travels, moving home, lack of foresight, planning. Lack of foresight and planning. Your parents could have been planning something with you, but they had a lack of foresight when it came to a vision. You know, honestly, you could have been more grown up in your child mind than your parents. They were off. Whoever these parents are, I hate to say that, I really, really do, okay? But they were off. And I think when it came to your upbringing and raising you, something wasn't right. Something was off. Very, very weird, like. What else? Something was off. Oh, my. Why is Christopher the way Christopher is? Why can't Christopher remember his childhood? Why is Christopher the way he is? Why couldn't Christopher remember his childhood? Last message. Last message. Why? What does Christopher need to know or be aware of regarding his childhood? Oh my. Feel like if we dig too deep, you may not like what comes out. What? Isolation is, oh my God, here again. Quick movement. And something about this pregnant woman is coming back out in this reading, as well as this forever enemy. This widowed woman is coming back. Your childhood. Okay, so if your parents are like talking about your childhood, okay, and they're telling certain stories of the way it happened, it's a lie. It's almost like there were parts of your childhood. It's almost like your childhood was a lie. This is a lie. This is not the truth. This is a lie. It's not honest. It's a lie. Why am I seeing this? Jesus, help us. This is Libra. New ideas, new plans. But see, that's in the upright. New ideas, new plans. This is this in the upright. And just after this is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is not being able to see something. This is you seeing something just after this, after your childhood being a lie. What comes next is you seeing something you weren't supposed to see. So there was a lie that went on in your childhood. There was a lie. Something that was a lie. And right after this lie happened, you started seeing things you weren't supposed to see. So somebody lied somewhere. And I feel like this wasn't you. There's parts of your childhood that was a lie. Whatever it is, whatever you were told growing up about your childhood, it was a lie. Don't believe it. It was a lie. It was all a lie. It's definitely not the truth. They're making it, I feel like they're sugarcoating your childhood. They're making it seem better than what it really, really was. And I feel like it's because it was really, really bad. This is the clarity card, but clarity is in the reverse. You can't see your childhood because they won't allow it. They won't let you. So they're covering it up. They're putting a mask over your childhood, and they're sugarcoating your childhood, and they're lying at the same time. Not just to themselves, but to you. Lack of ideas, intellectual inability, failure, and hostility. So this is why you acted out. And hostility. And because they isolated you. You saw things, again, you saw things you were not supposed to see. You saw things other people couldn't see as well. So this is like when things would happen, you would have visions, you would have nightmares, but you were having dreams of reality, what really happened. So if you like went to your parents or something and said, hey, I had this dream of da 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 da, they would sugarcoat it. Oh, it's just a dream, honey. That was just a dream. Go back to bed. Go back to sleep. It was just a dream. And it wasn't. It was something that you saw that you weren't supposed to see, if that makes sense. This is your Hermit. This is 9. Oh my God. There's a lot of communication on here. This is all mixed up shit, man. This is mixed up, a mixed up childhood. The reason I say that is look at this card. These cards here. It's all about communication. And some of the communication's in the reverse. It's lies. You see these lies? The only part that really wasn't a lie was your teenage years. This is what you know. This is what you remember. This is what you don't remember because you're being lied to. These 2 cards are in the reverse. These are lies. Lies about your childhood. But you weren't lying. You're honest. So you're choosing to be different than what they are. They're choosing lies and you're choosing the truth. You just want to know the truth, I believe. I feel like this is what you're telling yourself, or what you've told yourself since you were a teenager. I just want to know the truth. You could have asked them several times. I just want to know the truth about my childhood. It's because there's somewhere in your mind, you're still seeing these glimpses of these memories. They're flashes, glimpses of your childhood. Some of these you remember, but it's like bits and pieces. It's almost like seeing a picture, but then you can't see the rest of it, like the rest of the story. Something like this. Oh, that just told me to grab them other cards. Oh my. So let's see here. We have, this is just after strength. This is Virgo. This says, soul searching, spiritual enlightenment. You got an enlightenment as a young child. You were enlightened. You were, as a child, whatever this was that was done negative towards you as a child, this caused you to break out in your spiritual gifts and abilities. So you had a strong sense of spiritual abilities and gifts as a child, just because you were isolated from the world. You were held back from the world. Self-reflection. So now you're seeing yourself the way you are and self-reflecting from your childhood to your teenage years to even now. And contemplating, wanting to know the truth. You're contemplating about the truth. You want to know the truth. And the Bible does say you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. But then again, right after this 2 of Swords is the 3 of Swords, which a harsh, bitter truth is better than a soft lie. And I feel like that's what your parents were doing. They were trying to give you a soft lie about your childhood just because they wanted to cover up, mask it up, put a mask over your childhood, sugarcoat it, when honestly, all you ever wanted to know was the truth. Even if it was harsh, if it was bad, you just want to know the truth. Inner guidance. So you were being spiritually guided as a child into your spiritual gifts and abilities. This is the Hermit. The Hermit can see into the past. So you have a spiritual gift inside of you. And I don't know if you're aware of this. You have a spiritual gift inside of you that allows you to see into the past where your childhood is. But I feel like if you dig too deep into this past, okay, it could trigger something in your mind that's really going to affect you the rest of your life. So be careful on what you see, okay? Because there was something that happened. It was, whatever it was so bad It was so bad that even in your adult life, it's going to affect you really, really bad. You will not be the same. You won't be the same person. Yeah, it's going to be really bad when you find out what it is if you dig too deep. So there are parts of your childhood it'd probably be better that you maybe not know about. Maybe that's what they were trying. Maybe they felt like they were trying to protect you of it, but instead they were just trapping you as a child. Something like this. But whatever this is, it's going to be really painful, really, really painful when you find out what it is. When that happens, okay, so if ever it does come out, that truth, okay, and you get the mask off of it, and let's just say you see the whole truth about your life and how bad everything really was, you may have to go in and get some mental help, honestly. Maybe speak to somebody that can talk you through whatever this is you're going to be going through at this time so that you can heal, okay? So your mind will be in the right place. So definitely either speak to a preacher or talk to somebody at that time if you ever discover whatever these things are. I feel like there's going to be several things, okay? Man, that's making my chest hurt. It's making my tummy hurt. What does Christopher need to know? What does Christopher need to know or be aware of? What does Christopher need to know or be aware of? And 3. I'm smelling like a chemical. I'm smelling a harsh chemical, a really bad chemical. So I don't know if that has anything to do with your childhood, some kind of chemical or something. Let's see, what are the let's see, what are, yes, I did do it. Okay, I wish I could still at times. Yes, the truth is all I've asked for. Wow, good or bad, right? Oh my, Christopher. So we have Saparna Day says hi, like 5, y'all, Makurhe, current feelings for Saparna Day, no contact. Okay. So I will write your name down right now. I'm on Christopher. All right, so let's see what, okay, we got 1. There's a warning here. There's a warning. What else? Let's see what's on the, did I seriously just do that? Spirit says whatever it is. Uh-oh. This is exactly what I just spoke on. Okay, digging up the past, and I said that there were certain things that when you discover what these certain things are, okay, this is where you're going to have to get help, right? So the bottom of this card, look what it says. Breaking news. Spirit says, whatever it is, let it go. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free of worry. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve all things that serves your highest good. Wow. Let's see what this one is. Now, when they come in the reverse, this is a warning. Breaking news, whatever it is that you have been praying for or trying to manifest is on its way to you. Keep believing and know that the Spirit's always working on your behalf. So you do have guidance. You do have, it could be a past loved one working to help you figure out what this truth is that you want to know. What you want to know. Oh my. Look at this. Breaking news. The time has come for you to do the work to heal your inner childhood. These are inner childhood wounds. Oh my gosh. Doing this will help you to heal and understand why certain things and people continue to show up in your life. This is the coming and going of random people. Remember that nothing good comes from ignoring a hurting child. Oh my God, I got goosebumps all over my arms. Oh my God. It's almost like they were ignoring you when you were hurting. When you were hurting as a child, you were being ignored. And there were people, random people coming and going. Oh my, wow, wow. This just in, this is at the bottom. Spirit says, get out and play. You have been spending a lot of time buried in your work and taking life way too seriously. This could have been that your parents were taking life too seriously. So now this is why you want to get out. You want to play. You want to feel like a child because you didn't get to live this life as a child. You didn't get to have fun and do things other kids do. So now this is you. This is why you're the way you are. You are not a bad person at all, period. All these, let's see, we all deserve a break sometimes. It's okay to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. Wow. Oh my, oh my. Okay, so what else? Oh my Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to charge my phone too. So I'll go on with these readings though, but I do need to put it on the charger. I didn't expect it was gonna die that fast. There could have been something like a death or something in your family or something. Something like this. Maybe that's something you saw or something. Some kind of death. Ending. Oh, what is this? There's two here. It's time to stop beating yourself up. There may be a situation in your life where you can only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that when it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. And what is this one? This just in. Spirit says, detach from your fear. For there is nothing in this world worth fearing. Fear is the opposite of faith. Trust that everything will always go in your favor. And here on the bottom, Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down. Uh-oh. I just felt something. And welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. So you are unwelcomed to allowing people to maybe hug you or love you. So when people want to hug you, you could be the type to push people away. And not just when they're trying to hug you. I mean like through your life. When people want to show you compassion or love, sometimes you push good people away out of your life. And this is just because of your childhood. So if people try to walk up and give you a hug or express that they love you, you sometimes will run from certain individuals like that. And sometimes it's to the point where you push them out of your life. Just because you didn't get that as a child. This is this inner childhood trauma. Let me go ahead and put this on the charger just so this don't die on us. Okay, so let's get some more answers here. I will have to set this down though. Okay, let's see if I can do this without it falling. This is very difficult. But it has to be on the charger, guys. Okay, so bear with me 1 second, guys. I will fix this. All right. Here we go. All right, got it. So let's go ahead and grab some other message cards. Okay, so which one? How about these? Let's see. What else? You know what? I think I'm going to grab something else for you. I'm being told to grab something else. So let me go over here and see exactly what this is saying for me to grab. What else? I think I'm just going to grab some random ones, like what I'm being told to grab, but grab more so than what I normally would like grab, only because I'm being told to. So usually I just do like 3 and that's it, but not in this situation. I'm being told to grab more than just this. So we will see why I'm being told to do so. Okay, so let's start with, they're telling me to start with the bottom ones. I guess we'll find out together. Okay, so let's see. So let's see. Superna Day says like 6. Current feelings. Okay. Superna, you will have to wait your turn, okay? So I am writing your name down, okay? Let me write your name down. I'm actually on Christopher's reading right now. I will get to you, okay? But you have to wait your turn. Okay, so let me write your name down. Superna Day. Okay, there we go. Got your name written down. So let's see. What's on the bottom? Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. I feel like you're basically what raised yourself. It's like what, you know, my parents always said, that they felt like I basically raised myself, because when I was like 8 years old, I was like an adult at 8. I was more grown up than all their other kids. So 8 years old, I was like an adult, basically. Let's see. And I just feel like you may be one of those. Let's see. What does Christopher need to know or be aware of? What does Christopher need to know or be aware of? Does Christopher need to know or be aware of? Can you show us? Please and thank you. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I will take them as they landed. Say goodbye to your past. So this is telling you to let go of your past and leave the baggage behind for good. This is your 6 of Pentacles, or your 6 of Swords. So instead of taking this with you, like your parents would pick up and move, right, and take you with them, this is telling you, instead of taking this baggage with you, take this baggage and leave it behind. So go into your future alone, basically. Be your own leader of your future self. So whatever this is that you felt like was holding you back, leave it in the past. What else? These 2 cards are sideways. Let your feelings out. I feel like you trap a lot of your feelings inside, and you sometimes don't express yourself correctly. Sometimes you could express yourself in a way of acting out. All of them, even the ones that scare you. So let your feelings out, even the ones that scare you. This says stay present, but this came out sideways. So stay present. Let's see, that's where life happens. Stay in the present moment. But also, it's almost like be ready for the future. That's what I'm getting. And let go of the past. Maybe this is something that's hard for you to do. This is hard. Yeah, this is, these right here, this is what's hard for you to do. But maybe this is something you need to work on, okay, or heal, bring healing to. Let's see what's on the bottom. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. What else? What else? What else? What else can you tell us? What does Christopher need to know or be aware of? What all does Christopher need? Wow, that's 3. I have to take them because that's 3. These, are you kidding me? Did that just, that was on the bottom and now it just came out. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. I even shuffled. These all came out sideways. What has your you? Listen and act on it. And we have here, stop pushing against what is. This was also sideways. Align with it and move on. Let's see what's on the bottom. You have the power. Look, you got the light bulb. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. So there could be something about this light bulb that's significant. Maybe somebody you know has a tattoo of a light bulb. Maybe this is you shining the light on something. Could also be speaking of the Hermit as well. Maybe this is you trying to remember, and maybe you are going to start remembering certain things when it comes to your childhood. What else? What else? What else can you tell it? Thank you. What is this? This is in the reverse. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? And I feel like you're focusing on the past. Only because I feel like the only way you, how you feel is the only way you can heal from it is by being aware of it. But you don't even know. And you haven't had the chance to even know because you're being masked, your childhood, and being lied to, basically. What is this? A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. So have faith. Do thoughts need a robot? Focus on the good in your life. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Only trust others once they've earned it. Look at that. Ash7600 says hi. Hello to you, Ash. If you would like a reading, make sure you do type it. Okay, so we have guilt as a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let go. This is meditating correctly. You could use some self-care time like now. Schedule it in. Do something kind for someone without any expectation. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You got this. This is success. I believe you're a very, very successful person. And I feel like you've achieved a lot. But it's because of you. Why you've achieved everything you've achieved is because of you. All right, so let's grab some more messages. Here we go. Okay. These are life messages. So these are kind of long messages, so I'll probably grab 3. And then I'll grab one more deck, and that will be the end of your reading, okay? So let's get 3 messages here. And Kingdom Business, you will be after Christopher, okay? And then after Kingdom Business is Clifford. And then Superna Day, you will be after Clifford, okay? So, what are the messages Christopher needs to know or be aware of? Crossing into light. Oh my gosh, this is that bridge. You're walking away from your past, or bridging the bridge between your childhood to your future self. Maybe walking away from the past and just focus on the future and the present. I face a new bridge on my journey. This is a new bridge, so the old bridge is done away with, okay? On my journey to inner transformation, like every day. I practice the laws of universal love. I approach the current situation with positivity, knowing it will help me grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge towards the light, I'm reminded of the true meaning of life. Simplicity is at the bottom. This says, I choose simplicity of my life, allowing my burdens to lighten, releasing the ego's need to control, prove, or understand. I approach each task with an open, humble heart. Through the eyes of a child, I rediscover life in all its wonder and simplicity. As the chaos of the mind fades, I remember I am one with the light. Wow. Wow. What else? My goodness, that was deep. What is the messages? What are the messages? Can you give me 1 to 2? Master of my life. I align myself with the divine within, surrendering my ego to listen to my inner truth. Oh my gosh, this is the inner truth. By following this guidance, I become the master of my life, living with humility, grace, and love, honoring the glory of God. On the bottom, we have beyond limitations. I transcend my own expectations and open my conscious to the infinite. There are no limits. I see only endless possibilities unfolding in the present moment. By releasing the barriers created by my beliefs and fears, I expand my perspective and embrace new horizons. I am open to new possibilities. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. What else? Can you give us one more? One more. One more? Can you give us one more? Whoa. Okay. Okay. We'll take them. Oh, my Jesus. Wow. This is what you came here for. I discover who I am. What was this you said at the top? Oh my Jesus, this is exactly what you were asking for. What is this? Let's see if it's still here. Oh, I see. Karis. Do you read? Yes, I remember you, Karis. Did you want a reading, lady? If you want a reading, type it below, Karis, okay? I see phase yourself. Could I do finish perfectly my task? Okay, so phase, you were asking for a reading, so that means Superna Day. Let's see, Clifford. You said this before, Clifford. Wait. No, because Clifford's at the top. Hold on now. Hold on. So there were some I missed. Would I be able to get a reading? So Clifford is here. Where's Supernaday's further down. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining. I just now seen you here. And Karis, lady, if you would like a reading, let me know so I can put you in the right spot. So actually, phase yourself, act first. Karis, if you want a reading, let me know, okay? Let's see. So I'm going to write phase. C-E, phase yourself. U, C-F-I, okay. And then, let's see, Karis, if you want a reading, make sure you type it below. And then I'll put Supernaday. Here we go. Supernaday. Okay, there we go. All right, so Karis, if you want your reading, let me know so I can do your reading. All right, so you said you moved a lot as a child. You do remember that. Never been with my parents. Okay, so let's see, it's at the top. Here we go. You said you had a kind of weird question. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. Could I know why I am the way I am? This is you here now, discovering who you are through the cards. Does that make sense? And then, see, there were two cards that came out. And I discover who I am came out with the truth. That's what you're wanting to discover as well, the truth behind your childhood. All right, so Ash 76 says, what happened to me in 2012? All right, so Ash Karis, if you do not want a reading, then I'm just going to go ahead and write Ash here. So if you want a reading, you need to let me know, lady. Here we go. You can still ask, and I'll just have to write you down. Ash 7600. I'll have to write you after Ash, okay? So if you want a reading, Karis, you need to, so I'll know. All right, so I discover who I am. I discover the riches within me and acknowledge my true self. I see myself as unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. In discovering who I am, I recognize the divine within me. And we have truth. You'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. My greatest truth lies within me, a divine voice that whispers from my inner self. I listen closely, releasing control. In doing so, I find the answers I seek. I am in harmony with myself, embracing God's love, the truth that guides me towards my fullest radiance. Wow. And here on the bottom, so Ash 7600 says, thank you, honey. You are very welcome, Ash. All right, so we have here, my creative power. I recognize the power of my thoughts to shape my world. I choose to use them to create a universe of joy and harmony today. I maintain positive attitude, knowing I have the power to create love and peace. And do you see this harmony? Let me show you what my spirit guides led me to grab this other deck. Harmony heart. Ain't that something? I had no idea that was going to come out either on that card. Harmony. And I was told to grab harmony. All right, so let's see. Let's get these up. Okay. Oh, where is that? Oh, it's on my foot. Ah, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and grab these. Health. We have health here. Now, just so you know, they can come out in the reverse or the upright. We have health here. Your physical and emotional health are in good condition. This card reminds you to maintain healthy habits and self-care. And I feel like this is what you've always done, is being the one to take care of yourself. What are the messages? What are the messages for Christopher? Thank you. Let's get some more. Let's see. Creativity. Wow, didn't that come out in that other card? Creativity. Your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives to all areas of your life. Wow. What else? What else? What else? Oh, we have one in the reverse. On the bottom. Belief. Strong beliefs are guiding you, helping you to overcome challenges. Stay true to your path. Your inner faith is your strength. Wow. Okay, what else? 1 to 3. 1 to 3 cards. We have reconciliation. Past wounds are healing. Wow. You and another person are finding a way to reconcile and move forward with greater understanding. Okay, what else? Oh, my. We have opportunities. New opportunities are coming your way, offering a chance for significant progress in your personal or professional life. So this could be why you have a lot of doors to opportunities, a lot of chances, we have wealth. Wow, wealth came out. What else? What is this one? Okay, it's in the reverse. Expectations. We have support at the bottom. Friends, family, or colleagues are offering you unconditional support, helping you through challenges and making you feel loved. Wow. Whoa. How are these? Ooh, in the reverse. A lot of these came out in the reverse. Let's see what's on the bottom. Decision making is on the bottom. You're making important decisions in your career, and these choices will lead to long-term success. Your decisiveness is your strength. So let's get a grasp on these. Inspiration. You are in a phase of great inspiration. Every aspect of your work feels exciting, and creativity flows effortlessly. We have the light bulb again. Do you see that? So definitely the light bulb is significant, whether this is a memory or remembering certain parts of your life. Maybe you used to draw light bulbs when you were younger. This could be that you have a tattoo or know somebody who has a tattoo of a light bulb. Light bulb could be very, very significant in your life. Maybe this is you trying to find light in your life, right? This is in the reverse. This is prioritization. It says a lack of clarity. Wow, clarity was also in the reverse in the Torah. and priorities is leading to scattered energy and slow progress. Refocusing on what truly matters will help you regain momentum. Feel like almost like time's running out. Maybe when it comes to wanting to know certain things about your childhood, maybe you feel like you want to know, and maybe you feel like time's running out. Courage is in the reverse. Fear may be holding you back from taking bold steps, leaving you feeling stuck in difficult situations. So have the courage to free yourself is what I'm getting from that. Adventure came out in the reverse. Fear of failure or the unknown may be keeping you from taking risks and experiencing new opportunities. Let's see, we have wealth was in the upright. Wealth is not just about money. It represents abundance in all areas of life. You are in a phase of prosperity and contentment. We have security is in the reverse. You may feel uncertain about your safety and security. This could be from childhood trauma, or external events may be shaking your foundation. Expectations. You hold high hopes and positive expectations for love. You are ready to embrace new emotional experiences with open heart. This is success, came out in the reverse. Obstacles may be delaying your success, or you may feel burnt out by the pursuit of achievement, neglecting other important areas of your life. We have risk management is in the reverse. You may be overly cautious, missing valuable opportunities, or you've underestimated risks, causing setbacks. Carefully reassess the situation. And then we have loyalty. Wow, is in the reverse. This is sad. Doubts about loyalty are arising, leading to mistrust and uncertainty within the relationship. Someone you know may have a dog, a black dog, or you may have a black dog, but a dog could be very significant. All right, so this is the end of your reading. You can come tomorrow and get a reading from me. Thank you for coming on, Christopher. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. So I will be praying for you and your situation. All right. And I'm going to pray that, you will find the truth that you're seeking. All right. So thank you for coming on, Christopher. Guys, if you haven't hit like, share, subscribe, go ahead and do that now, okay? So we have Kingdom Business. Yay! Says, can I get a reading? Let's see. I think you messaged again. Yes. Yes. Okay, you said yes. Can I get a reading? Okay. Yes, ma'am, you may. So Kingdom Business. This is your reading. Okay. Let's see. What cards? How about these? Kingdom Business wants a reading. So let's see here. Christopher says, thank you very much. Love, love. Thank you thank you very much, Christopher. Thank you too very much. Love, love you too. And please, I hope to see you again. I hope to do future readings for you here in the future. So, again, I will be on in the morning, just so you know. I will be on in the morning. Would totally love to do another reading for you. So, again, I will be alive in the morning. Thank you, Christopher. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! You have a secret message that just fell in my lap. We'll see what that is at the end of this reading. Let's see. What does Kingdom Business need to know or be aware of at this time? Okay. This was actually this way. Wait, was it? Was it? No, it was actually this way. Okay, okay. There's something about family, money. I see a child. I see a teenager and a relationship. Okay, there's 2 guys here. There's another guy coming in here. Uh-oh. I feel like somebody, okay, so if you're in a relationship, I feel like somebody's coming in to tell the truth about something and wanting you to decide between them or the other person. Unless this is somebody you work with that's coming in trying to tell the truth about something when it has to do with work. This person will be traveling to you or has traveled to you. They're trying, they want to work thing. Maybe travel. This could have to do with work and travel. Oh, tell me that's not what this is. This person could be having thoughts. They could be thinking about adultery or fornication. So if you are in a relationship, there could be somebody outside your relationship, somebody you work with who has their eye on you. This could be speaking of a past relationship, and somebody did this in a past relationship and tried to get you to do this. So I don't know if you did this or if your person did this with a female, somebody they worked with. I don't know. Something like this, but I do see a child, a teenager. I also see, now this 10 of Pentacles, this also speaks of family inheritance. This is family legacy, building a name for yourself, your family. Inheritance, will, trust, funds, deeds. This is money coming in from unexpected. This could be property, estate, so you could be buying or selling a home or something like this. And then needing to ground yourself. This could be careful how you spend your money at this time. Be careful on what goes out, but what comes in as well. Something like this. Needing to be able to ground and protect from, I don't know if it's speaking of taxes or something. Or balancing your money correctly when it comes to like taxes or debts or something. I don't know, something like this. Spending your money wisely maybe at this time. That looks like something really good's coming in. You have this resilience though. So you're somebody who don't give up. But this is an ongoing battle, weary, fatigued, drained of energy, nearly there, close to success, courage, persistence, perseverance, backbone, learning from your past and gathering your strength. I feel when it comes to your this is a lot of pentacles. This is a lot of pentacles. So there's a lot of thought when it comes to, and persistent, when it comes to money at this time. Something to do with money. Whoa, so we know what that card is now, don't we? Let's see. Yes, be careful. Somebody's going to come in. and ask you to have sex or something. This person's toxic. And maybe cheat. If you are in a relationship, okay, they could want you to cheat on this relationship with them. This could be somebody you work with. You need to tell this person no. Block this person out of your life. Maybe you already have. Maybe you've already shined light on this. Maybe you're just focusing right now on your success, your destiny, karma. Maybe you told this person no, because if I do this, I'm gonna have karma, like a negative karma. But you have somebody who's watching you. They're coming in to tell you something. They're watching you. They're coming in very quickly. I've seen 2 children present themselves and 2 teenagers. Don't know what that's about. Maybe you do. What is this? Illusion. Wish. You have a wish and you feel like making a decision. It's like really hard at this time to make a decision. What do I do? Maybe there's something going on at work and somebody's off or off their rocker. They're delusional. Somebody at work has got to, I feel like this is somebody at work, somebody you work with. They're delusional. They're offering you a lot of stuff, not in a relationship. Maybe you're going to be in a relationship. This could be that maybe somebody's offering you to have a relationship with them. And it could be that you're thinking about moving forward with one, but not the other. Make sure that whoever these 2 individuals are, make sure you leave this toxic person in the past. Yeah, I feel like there's like 2 people coming in. One of them's stable. The other one, they could say that they fell in love with you at work or something. Heck, I don't know, something like this. Or wanting to work with you on something. That's who this toxic person is, though. Because the person you're meant to be in a relationship with is somebody who is stable and will match you.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. But you do have a wish coming in. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh my, this is a lot. So somebody's coming in to lie to you. Somebody is watching you. They're coming in very quickly. They're unbalanced. Whoever this individual is, they're unbalanced. You may need to look at things from a perspective. You may also end up seeking justice, or somebody maybe taking somebody to court and blocking them. And I'm seeing the harsh truth is better than a soft lie. That's the 3 of Swords. What else? What else? Excuse me. Oh, Lord, help us. Oh. Tower. Yes, you need to abandon Tower. This is somebody who's toxic at work. You may need to find a job somewhere else. Or this could be, oh, no. Whoever this toxic person is, you need to break it off as soon as this person starts it. Look at this. Abandoned Tower. This can't be good. This could be somebody you know who's in addictions. They're hanging on to addictions or something. They're living a toxic life. It could be, now hold on a minute, it could be something else. Okay, so if you have teenagers or something, or if you have a kid, okay, like let's say you have 2, 3, 4 children, right? If one of them is married, one of them could be possibly in a toxic relationship, or this could be one of them's in a stable relationship. That's what it is. One of them's in a stable relationship. This could be speaking of one of your kids. Okay, so if you have kids, okay, one of them could be in a very successful relationship, and there could be somebody at work, some guy who's toxic, trying to get them to cheat on their relationship. Maybe that's what this is talking about, but it looks like your whoever this is that's married, right, is going to say no. They're blocking them. They could work a night job. This could be a night job that they work at or something. Or this is a couple. This could be a couple that you know about, okay? And somebody's, uh-oh, it's not the female. It's not the female. Okay, so this is how I seen these. Let me show you real quick. It's not the female, it's the man. He's trying to tempt this man. Fornicate on this relationship. Oh, where are they? Come on. So I can show you exactly how I saw this. Okay, I'll just tell you. Okay? So trust I'm telling you the truth, okay? So I saw the Queen of Pentacles, and just under the Queen of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. No, because that is a man. That is a man. Are you kidding me? It could be that there's a man trying to get this husband to fornicate with them against his relationship with his wife. Okay, so it's either that or this is a man, okay, who is trying to get this female to fornicate on the relationship. Vice versa. It's one of those, okay? And it's almost like maybe they're going to try to trick them into doing so. Looks like whoever they are, they're going to say no. I don't know. This could be, you could end up hearing about this. This is like a friend, or if this is one of your kids. Oh, Lord. What else? What else? They came out like that, sideways. Okay, so yes. This is making it very hard. Oh. This king is up to something. Look at this. But this king is still by this other king. Do you see this? And this is someone who's at work, and they're very lazy. This is someone who's single. Oh, no, this is somebody who's lying. This is single, right? When this card here is in the upright, this is speaking of somebody who's single. But when you have the card like this means that this could be speaking of somebody who's actually in a relationship. Maybe they're trying to make this person think they're single and they're really not. That's what I'm getting from this. But do you see this? Somebody who's trying to play this relationship. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, so let's just get one message here. Unity. Yeah, this is speaking of a marriage. This could end up causing... what is this? This is pain, suffering, a soft truth, a bitter bitter truth is better than a soft lie. That's what this card here speaks about, okay? And this is saying no to pain, but also at the same time saying no to this unity. So this person definitely doesn't want to be with this person. Whoever this is, this person is saying no to this person. Let's see, they came out like that, okay. This is a unity. We have Libra. Libra's here. Libra's at the bottom of the deck. So this is 2 weeks. This is 2 days. Did I say 2 weeks? Why did I say 2 weeks? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying something right. Okay, so the swords is undetermined. So we do have 2 days that is significant and 9 weeks. That's what it is. There, got it. 9 weeks and 2 days is significant here. 2 days, 9 weeks. Something's going to happen in 9 weeks. In 9 weeks, there's something about a tower. A relationship could either break up, or somebody's going to either probably quit their job or something just because of this person. Something like this. This is what's coming out. Yes, this is speaking at you, and maybe somebody's bothering you at work or something. Could definitely be speaking of somebody at work who's a weirdo or something. But there's an ending coming in because something is going to be. There could be a beginning. Somebody could be getting married soon. Or maybe this is saying somebody needs to say no to a marriage. Unless this is just speaking of something ending, could be a job, and then a relationship beginning. So I don't know how many kids you have. If another one is thinking about maybe marrying or something, if this is not speaking of children, this is talking about something else going on in your life. This could be telling you to prepare yourself because a lot of changes are about to happen in your life. This could be changes doing with you. Maybe a lot of things. Maybe you need to change the way you see things. This could be, though, you could end up selling your house and moving somewhere soon. If you've been thinking about selling your home or something, it's almost like an onward battle. Something you've been battling, you've been keeping to yourself for a while. So there's definitely something on your mind. And this is going to cause big, big changes in your life. So anytime this tower moment appears, this is big changes, sudden changes. Sometimes they could be a lot of changes, like dramatically. It's almost like a windfall of changes could just end up presenting itself, and you're not going to be accepting of these changes. A lot of them is going to be real hard on you. But I feel like you have this persistence, though, so you're not going to give up. You're going to walk right through this tower as a survivor. Whatever this is, you're going to come out a survivor, a winner. A lot going on. You have 3 kids. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I did see, what was it? 2 teenagers and 1 child, something like that. I think that's what I saw, something like that. Wow. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, this could be speaking of your kids' relationship too. So, I mean, it depends, okay? So when this all falls into place, okay, at that time, put it where it goes, okay? So sometimes when the messages come out, they can be like future messages, and it could be speaking of something that's not even happened yet. Then again, the messages could be something that's already happened, or it could be speaking of this present moment. So when this does present itself, just put it where it goes, okay? So you're going to know where this belongs, and you're going to be like, you know what, I just had that reading, oh my gosh, this is what it was talking about. So you're going to get clarity on this soon. I really believe that, because you have this persistence, okay? You're not somebody who gives up. You're not a quitter. So you will end up wrapping your mind around to what this is. It will come out. It's probably something that's just not happened yet. More than likely, that's probably what this is. So give it a while. Who knows, 2 days. Yeah, 9 weeks and 2 days. Something could be happening. So be aware of that. Let's see. Let's grab some more messages here. Which ones? Which ones? I feel like I need to get something with like answers or. Here we go. I'm being told to grab all kinds of stuff today. Let's grab these. This is clarifying life situations and what's blocking you. And just see what's coming out. Whoever this is meant to be for, this may not be speaking of you, and this very well could be speaking of you. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let's just clarify and see what's going on. We can't always choose what comes out either, so they come out the way they're intended to come out, but then we have to piece it together sometimes. All right. You know, I've done readings, personal readings for people before, and I told them, I was like, well, sooner or later, you know, you're going to figure out what this is. They come back maybe a day or two later, and they're like, oh, I figured out what that was. Oh, you did? Well, what was it? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. Well, at least we know what it is now. Which you don't have to come and tell me. When you figure out what it is, just, it's okay. You go ahead and keep it to yourself. You don't have to share that. At least you'll have, you know, clarity on what it is at that time. And maybe that'll help with a bit of peace and comfort. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. What are the messages for kingdom business? What's the messages? Some messages for kingdom business. Kingdom business. What's the messages? Thank you. Adapt to transformation. What? Uh-oh. What card flipped over? This one? I think it was this one. Make sure I grabbed the right one. Yep. But it flipped back around too, though. Okay, what else? Whoa, okay. And they all fall out of my hand. Look, there's the tower. Okay, so what is this? Open doors came out sideways. And so did this one. New worlds. So let's put these over here. Let's see what else wants to come out. What's on the bottom? Slow climb. You are getting there one steady step at a time. Okay. Grove of unity. Here's this unity again. Groove of unity. Why did I say grove? It could be something about grove or something. Divine flow is at the bottom. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. Okay, what else? Thank you. All right, so, oh my gosh, we have the light bulb again. Wise counsel, and here on the bottom we have fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. You may end up having the answers. Whatever this is, you're going to have the answers to this. You're going to have clarity. Once it happens, you're going to be like, oh, I know what to do. All right, so we have adapt to transformation, embrace change with open arms, for it is the catalyst for your evolution and growth. This is the perseverance, okay? Planning phase. So you could be at this, when you find out about this, you're going to plan your next phase, your next movement. Yes, you are going to plan your next movement. Maybe this is you telling whoever this is what they need to do in order to win this game, or whatever this is, to be able to win whatever this is, okay? Or rise above it. And this is almost like a tower. If you pay attention to this, this is almost like a tower. Let's see, planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward. So be careful how you plan this out. And I feel like you're somebody who does that anyway. So you may turn your goals into reality. We have here groove of unity. Blind energies, interconnected harmony among all beings. Wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. I feel like they're going to come to you. You're someone who's wise, and you're really good at talking to people, helping people through things. So this could definitely be, speaking of your children, they could all be coming to you at one time. Yeah, this is almost like you standing in your power, your authority, and all three of your children coming to you for help. Maybe that's what this is speaking about. This could very well have to do with your children. Open doors. This is sideways, so we do have to read both sides of this. Open doors. You have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. Making plans. Chart your course with intention. The future's yours to design and navigate. And then we have here, this one is sideways, new worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. This is the perseverance, not giving up. More adventures. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape your path, and wisdom. Wow. Okay. So let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, what else wants to come out? Let's grab what's blocking. Let's see what's blocking. All right, and this, oh, I didn't grab the last two. They're still here. Groove and unity and wise counsel. Yeah, you're going to be counseling or talking to one of your kids or something about a marriage, or talking to somebody about their marriage. It may not be one of your kids. This could be speaking to somebody else, or a couple about their marriage, or someone coming to you about their marriage and work, or something like this. We have too busy is here at the bottom. You use being busy. You're used to being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. Okay. Maybe a date's coming up soon, or somebody's going to ask you on a date. Or it could be speaking of one of your kids or something. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's that creep that's asking somebody, oh my gosh, on a date or something, going against their relationship. Untrue stories. This is somebody that's coming in to lie about something. That's in the reverse. What else? What else? Can you tell us? What else? These are sideways. How many's here? Two? Two? Tolerating abuse. Hidden feelings. What is this? No good ones. Walking away. Somebody's going to walk away from something. Demanding. Somebody could be demanding as well. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. Maybe somebody's going to want to walk away because they're too demanding or something. Comparison. Hard to get. You're missing opportunities by playing too hard to give someone a chance. Maybe you're going to have to talk to people about their marriage. I almost feel like this is what this is about. And this doesn't necessarily have to be speaking of your children. Maybe this almost sounds like marriage counselor. Like so people are coming to you like you're a marriage counselor or something. All right, you tell yourself bad things, change your stories and see the good that can happen. And this is in the reverse. These two are sideways, so there's hidden feelings. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. I feel, honestly, like you're counseling somebody. Somebody's going to come to you. They're going to need help, like counseling or help when it comes to their marriage. What do I do? What do I do? And you're going to have to help them. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. Whatever this is about, you're going to know what this is. Walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. But definitely if abuse is here, this should not be tolerated. Oh, this was upright. Okay, and then we have comparison. Comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind and see your new love for who they are. Maybe this is speaking of two different relationships, and maybe one of them is going to walk away because of abuse or something, and the other one is told to not leave too quickly or something. When things get challenging, stay and try to work it out. And I feel it's because of these hidden feelings of love or something. This person could still love this person. Something like this. All right, so let's grab some more cards and see what else. Man, this was a lot of information. Let's see. Let's grab some healing cards, because when this situation, when this happens and all of this goes down, I feel like maybe these healing cards could give an insight to whatever this is that you may need to say to these people or whoever this is, whenever this presents itself anyway. Let's see. What are the messages for kingdom connection, kingdom business, positive thinking. What else? Oh, okay. No, that's way too many. Put it in God's hands. And there's going to be an affirmation. Guidance. Yeah, they're going to come to you for guidance and unconditional love. Okay, so when this happens, you're going to know exactly who this is speaking about, or whoever. This could be more than one person. Oh my. It came out, and I shook, or shook. I shook the card. I shuffled the cards. Ah, and unconditional comes out. Let's see what else. This one's in the reverse. What everything turns out to light. Oh, so for one, it could be something really good. And finding out that it's better to just walk away. Could be a bit of there's inner beauty. It's sideways. Somebody's making somebody feel bad about themselves, or telling them they're not beautiful or something. Or maybe they're not seeing the beauty within. And I feel like today's reading's not really, I almost feel like it's not speaking of you. It's speaking of energy around you. This is totally weird. This is weird. Okay, so positive thinking. My life is small. Yeah, full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity, guidance. Uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God. This is unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. You're going to be dealing with a lot of people, I feel like. A lot of people are going to come to you for guidance. They're coming to you because they're seeking guidance, maybe answers, help with marriage or their life or something. Man, I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. Everything turns to light. This was in the reverse, so this could be a warning. I work to improve myself. Yes, yes, somebody is being done wrong at work. A hit on or something at work. They definitely don't want to work there no more. Embrace all that life brings to me and transform darkness. And they're being bothered at work. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. So this person is trying to deal with this secretly at work. Inner beauty is sideways. So it's hard for this person to see themselves beautiful. With somebody. It's either somebody that's being abused or somebody that's being done wrong at work. It's making them feel less of a beautiful person. I open my eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality, physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Maybe you need to remind this person how they are made in the image of God. Shining light, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. All right, so Kingdom Business, this is the end of your reading. You can come on tomorrow and get a reading from me. I will be on in the morning. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Again, guys, we can't decide what comes out and what message is going to come out. I just allow my spirit guides and ancestors, you know, and the divine to guide me when reading. And I do try to read and see everything that is coming out. And I do have to say what I see, because if I don't say what I see, or if I hold back, or if I don't tell the truth, then the blood is on my hands, okay? So I will be the one that has to answer to that. So that's why I always try to speak the truth and get the truth out there. All right, so sometimes I'm told to not speak on certain things. That's when my spirit guides tell me not to. We have Clifford. Clifford, you are next. Okay, so hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm seeing more messages here. Now, guys, just so you know, okay, I do the reading, and afterwards I will read all the messages. See here. You said not in a relationship on. You do have 3 kids. You said okay. And then Heather Collier says, Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you too. That's a good card, you said. What deck do you use for the healing cards? Oh, I have several healing cards. I usually grab healing or angel cards, or I will grab words of advice or soul's journey, words of like divine doors, these cards here. I grab these a lot. And I have several angel cards. I do have Jesus cards as well, words of Jesus. So there are several cards I go to. Also angel numbers, I grab those too. Let's see. The deck that I just got done using, if that's what you're asking about, would be this one. Okay, this is the one I just got done using for this reading. Okay, so Kingdom Business says right, and yeah, energy around me has to be right. Heather Collier says, sounds like you have a strong soul that can clearly has a path for you. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for uplifting, for Kingdom Business. Thank you so much. That is so beautiful, Heather. And Heather, thank you for coming on. If you would like a reading, now make sure that you type it in this comment section, okay, so I can get your name on the list. And Karis, my dear, if you are still here, you want a reading, make sure you message what ask for these readings. Just know I will be a message stone for you, okay? So those of you who choose not to have a reading, you will get a reading by the stone. So either way, everybody wins, right? All right, and I'm giving back to those who do watch as well. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't hit like, share, subscribe, do that now. And we are on Clifford. Now, what was Clifford's? Let's see real quick. Clifford. You deleted one message. You said deal or no deal. Would I be able to get a future reading? That was so quick. Okay, so Heather Collier. Okay, I won't have time today because I'm preparing for my surgery tomorrow. So Heather, we will keep you in our prayers. So my dear, knowing all of this, let's see, just popped on to see how the energy was today. Thank you so much for coming on. I tell you what I'm going to do for you, lady, okay? Just because you have so much going on. And you will be having surgery. I'm just going to take all of these stones, okay, and shuffle and see how they land. And I'll just read all the stones, okay? We'll just see what comes out. Let's see. We have Clifford wants a future reading. And then we have Free Yourself, which will be next, okay? So we have Clifford right now. Freeze yourself for future. What is the messages for freeze yourself for Clifford? Why am I doing this, guys? Whew, let's knock on the deck. All right, so let's see. Clifford, why did I say it this way? This is totally weird. I am not using these. I am not going to use these. I'm not doing it. Somehow, what the heck is going on? Why? There's something about love, though, relationship. I'm not using that deck. I will be grabbing another deck. I'm being told to grab these. All right. Oh my, I'm smelling jasmine. Jasmine's significant, okay, Clifford? Whatever it is, something about jasmine. Maybe you need to burn a jasmine incense. Whatever this is. All right, so call upon the Lord God of heaven, Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ, all the angels of heaven, 11 disciples, Lord God of heaven and earth, Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ. Please come help and assist us with this reading. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I think I know why I connected the names, because I was meaning to say, freeze yourself, you are next. That's what I meant to say. You're next after Clifford. Ah! All right, Clifford. Let's see. What is your future message? What is the future message for Clifford? Yes, thank you. 1, 2, and we have 3. What are the messages? Let's cut this deck. And then Superna Day, you will be after Freeze Yourself. And then Ash 7600, you will be next. All right, so what are the messages? What's a future message for Clifford? Future message? Okay, manifesting. Okay, is not 100% at this time. Okay, I won't have time. Okay, and then Heather Collier says, oh, okay, thank you. Wasn't that much love? Much love to you too, Heather. I try to think of everybody, okay, and I do try to be fair. All right, so we have here a longing towards manifesting something. I see a child, a teenager, and a relationship that's unbalanced, okay? Now, in this relationship, okay, whether or not you're in a relationship, there's a relationship, okay? But I'm seeing, now this could be speaking of a past, or this could be speaking of a future relationship, or this could be speaking of a present relationship, okay? But it looks like a masculine and a feminine, but they're both higher ups, okay? But they have a different point of view when it comes to raising children. I'm actually seeing 2 children and 1 teenager. What else? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so it looks like in this relationship was involved 1 child and 1 teenager, but it looks like maybe you have a child and a teenager in a different past relationship. I don't know, unless this is speaking of your person, this past person maybe. So there's like a child and a teenager right now, but then somebody else has in a different past relationship, a child and a teenager. What is this? Okay, so this is a child and a teenager. Oh. Now, either you had these children, or this is one of your exes who had a child and a teenager by somebody else. And the reason I say that is because these are all cups. Look at this. These are all cups. This is almost like the mother and her two children. And yeah, these are cups. But then this is the relationship I'm seeing. And these children here on this female side, I don't know what this is about. Now, behind you is a child and a teenager. So I feel like these are yours. And at the same time, there's a lot of news, a lot of messages coming in. Two people could be traveling to you. But then there could be two different types of messages coming in. Let's just see what these messages are. Okay. Inner psychic messages. Happy news. Okay, an admirer. This could be speaking of an admirer, or this is some happy news. Happy news coming in. And what's this other news? What is this? And other news? Okay. Good news. So some good news and happy news. Some good news and some happy news. So that's good. And then we have longing. It's like you invested a lot. You put a lot into these kids or teenagers or something. Maybe this is you helping a woman who has kids or something. I don't know. Something like this. You're going to know what this is, okay? You probably already know. We have this card here is the magician. So it did come out sideways. So you have to read both sides to this to see what's going on. Creativity, action, power, manifesting. So you're manifesting something. Skill, magic, work, self-employment. Smooth talker, having the gift of gab. Willpower, creative visualization. Manifesting your dreams, but at the same time, it's manipulating. Manipulation, somebody is trying to manipulate you. Cunning, trickery, so they could be trying to deceive you. Wasted talent, illusion, and deception. But at the same time, this is like halfway manifesting. So there's something when it comes to manifesting is you're trying to manifest in life, make sure you're manifesting correctly. I feel like you're not putting all the work in and doing all the steps when it comes to manifesting. So when you manifest something, it will grow. What is that? If you build it, they will come. If you plant it, it will grow. But if you plant dead seeds, they're not going to grow. They're just going to die. So whatever these seeds are you're planting, whether this is helping kids to grow or putting your thought in, your advice and stuff, make sure this is like to your fullest potential. Something like this is what I'm seeing. What else? What else? Sideways. Strength is sideways. So we have strength and weakness at the same time. When it comes to learning or knowledge, you're going to have a victory. You could be traveling somewhere soon when it comes to learning or maybe taking on another job or learning something. You're learning something. You could be studying something, learning or studying. You're learning also to see the truth in individuals, the lies from the truth, something like that. Let's see. We have here inner strength, courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, taming, control, and then we have overcoming self-doubt, focus, persuasion, influence. This is something has influenced you. Vulnerability, self-doubt, weakness, self-esteem, lack of confidence. So somebody's doing something. Somebody is preventing the way that you manifest things. I feel like this could be a female, because this is Samson and Delilah. He laid his head into her lap. She's the one who deceived and tricked him and got him to say what his weakness was. She cut his 7 locks of hair. So there's something hidden. Something is hidden. You're going to have a victory over whatever this is. There's going to come a victory over it. So stand firm in everything, because you will be moving away from negative individuals if you haven't already started doing so. But then again, when she cut his 7 locks of hair, it took him 7 years to regrow that. So whatever this is, if there is somebody trying to deceive you, could be man or woman, because this is Samson and Delilah. It just depends on your situation. But either way, somebody could be trying to trick or deceive you, whether that be female or masculine. Be careful who you trust at this time, because soon as Samson regained his strength again, he pushed the towers, the pillars down, and it fell on him and her. They both died. He killed himself and her, and everyone there died. There is something hidden, though, something behind the veil, and you're going to rise above it. You're going to see into it. Whatever it is, you're going to have a victory over it. What else? What else? This could also be speaking of karma. What goes around comes around. There's an infinity on both of these cards. Look at this. This is karma. So this is also speaking of karma. So this be it good or bad, karma is coming. So if you put out a lot of bad karma, a lot of bad karma will be coming back. If you put out a lot of good karma, that's what's coming back. But I feel like for you, whatever karma you're getting, this other person's going to get the opposite of karma. So if you end up with a lot of good karma, this person's going to get a lot of bad karma. Yeah, there's an ending of one phase and the beginning of another. So something's ending so that something can begin. There could be a loss. Maybe this is speaking of regrets. This could be the dark cloak of depression. Focusing on all the negative things so much that you don't see the good that's coming in. And you're rushing in towards this, but you need to release this. You need to free yourself from this. Yeah, you're going to have a new beginning. I feel like one may be the past, and then there's something here in the future. A wish fulfillment here in the future. You could be blocking it, though, okay? You could be blocking your future with your negative thinking. Be careful. This is weird because this is coming out again, but different this time. In your reading, this is almost like if you do end up in a relationship, there's going to be, you're going to be in the correct relationship, okay? A right, correct relationship. And there may be some type of woman that comes in and wants to have friends with benefits or something. Wants to have sex or something, just friends with benefits. I see a teenager. I see a teenager is presenting itself again. This teenager is moving towards success and abundance. This other one could be thinking more so towards this woman. Like the mother figure or something, whether that's stepmom or mom or I don't know, something like this, or the girlfriend of the relationship, if it's not a wife. What else? What else? What else does Clifford need to know or be aware of at this time when it comes to the future? Whoa, that's in the reverse. So this child could end up being abandoned, left out in the cold or something. Unless this is speaking of you and you were abandoned at one time, left out in the cold, or somebody you were with as a child. Somebody as a child was abandoned, left out in the cold, had to learn to save money on their own in order to get what they wanted in life or something. Somebody, this could be speaking of you, and as a child, okay, this could be speaking, you were left out in the cold, but you got some word of advice or something from an older gentleman. Now, this could be a father figure, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a father. It could be like somebody, father figure like, who raised you maybe, or somebody who had offered you a job at that time. Like when you were younger or something. Yeah, offered you a job. It's almost like him and his wife or something, whoever this couple is. They both offered you this job. Something like this. I don't know. You'll know what this is because this is your story, your life. If not, this could be speaking of one of your kids or one of this woman's kids, somebody's child being left out in the cold. But you may be the person offering this child work or something. Maybe you have a child that wants to work for you, with work for money. Maybe this child didn't tell you they were left out in the cold. Maybe they did. I don't know. This could be a child that just came to you or something and asked you if they can work for money or something. This is sad. Let's see. Yeah, this is a child. This is Pisces, Leo. Childhood issues, sexual abuse. Uh-oh. I didn't expect that. This card is in the reverse. You may find out that there's a child who has childhood issues, and the reason is more than likely they could have been sexually abused as a child. Ooh, this is some bad news. Bad news and broken dreams. Oh, so if there's a child that came to you, asked you for work or something, to see if they could work for you or something, they may be sexually abused by an older gentleman or an older woman, or maybe both. Both could be doing this. I don't know, something like this. All right, so let me grab some other cards, okay? I'm gonna move on from this because this is a lot. Okay, this is something I did not want to see. No, Lord help us. Let's grab these. Let's grab these. This is not something I wanted to see. This could be speaking of you. Could be speaking of somebody you were with or something. They were done like this as a child. Maybe, unless this is you. Unless this is a child that came to you. Unless this is one of this person's child. Your kids. I have no idea. I guess in that time you'll find out if you don't already know what this is speaking on. Healing heart, intuition, And this card is sideways. This is destiny. Healing heart, morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. We have intuition, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know the truth by the way that it feels. We have destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Pass this card on. Here on the bottom, though, we have wonder and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Let's grab these healing cards. All right. Okay, what else? What else? What are the messages? Thank you. What else? Thank you. Can we get another card, please? And thank you. Ooh, yes. There we go. And here on the bottom, vitality. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. We have me in the reverse. You may need to heal your heart chakra, or somebody, or it could be this child. Maybe you're going to try to help this child, because me is in the reverse. So I almost feel like this may not be speaking of you. It could be speaking of somebody else. Freedom through faith. This person, this child could want to be set free or something like this. I don't know. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. And I feel like somebody's heart chakra is healed. Somebody else's is not. And I almost feel like it's this child needs to heal when it comes to love. Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust his will and find freedom. Manifestation. Yes, make sure when you're manifesting correctly. Be speaking of this child. This child needs to manifest correctly. You may have to help this child when it comes to strength and their weaknesses. Something guide this child on the right path or something is what I feel like. Almost like parent this child of a parent that a child that may not even be yours. What is that? Jesus said he is the father of the fatherless. Manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. See, you see the beauty in yourself. And I almost feel like this child does not. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light glows or grows. What did I say? All right. So let's see what else could be here. Now, let's grab these. Let's grab these. What are the messages? All right. So this will be the end of your reading. Freeze yourself, you will be next. Superna Day, you will be after freeze yourself. And then Ash, here we go. What are the messages? This one's sideways, a happy home. Okay, I have to take these as they landed. That one's that way. This is the reverse. This is sideways, okay? And then we have this one. All right, so a happy home. This child could come from a broken, not happy. It could be not technically happy, but not technically bad. So maybe a bit of broken. Maybe there's parts of it that's broke. My people will live in safety, quietly at home. They will be at rest. Isaiah 32:18. Almost said 52. 52 could be significant. Become still so you may hear God. For the life of every living thing is in his hand, and the breath of every human being. Job 12:10. This one's a verse, let love light the way. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. And this child's been abandoned. And this is in the reverse, abandonment. Deuteronomy 31:8. Leave a trail of love as you walk the earth. Maybe this child needs to learn to love again. What is that song? Learning to, or he cut himself shaving or something. This learning to love again is killing me. Garth Brooks, learning to love again is killing me. Something like that. O Lord, what a variety of things you have made. In wisdom you have made them all. Psalms 104:24. Connecting with the living water. This is on the bottom. The sea belongs to him, for he made it. His hands formed the dry land too. Psalms 95:5. Okay. All right, so this is the end of your reading. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. All right, so definitely we'll be praying for this situation, whatever this is. We will be in prayer for this. Hopefully, whatever this is, you get it situated or figured out. I'm pretty sure you're going to do something about this. All right, so we have here, freeze yourself. This is your reading now. And again, Clifford, thank you for coming on. You can come on tomorrow and get a reading from me if you would like. Let's see, we have 80%. Yes, so we can go ahead and take this off now, off charger. All right, guys, here we go. So we have freeze yourself. Let's see what you wanted. What type of reading you wanted. If it's posted. Freeze yourself. Could I finish perfectly my task? You want to know if you could finish perfectly your task. Okay, so let me see. Let's just grab, I'm being told to grab some different cards, okay? Because this is a different type of question here. What are the messages? What are the messages for freeze yourself? Will freeze yourself be able to complete this task, whatever this task is? Now, what does freeze yourself need to know? We call upon the Lord God of heaven, Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ, all the angels of heaven, 11 disciples, please come help and assist. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What are the messages? All right, let's cut this deck. 1, 2, 3. Just so you guys know, these cards here now are yes or no. Okay, so no telling what's going to come out. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab This one's sideways, so that would be a maybe. We're looking for yes or no answers. Will Freeze Yourself be able to complete this task? There's another maybe. Maybe there's something you need to do to work towards it. Because this is like saying maybe. Give me one more. One more. This is no. You're not going to be able to complete this task. Oh. So let's see what this is. It's going swimmingly off the hook in the flow. Then we have getting caught. Net loss on the tail end of things. Maybe something, if you're not careful, you could get caught with something, whatever this is. Make sure whatever you're doing correctly. Ripe for the picking, perfect timing, get ready. But instead, this is not the perfect time to do this. Okay, so whatever task this is, the reason it's saying no, and the reason these keep coming out like this, like maybe, it's almost like it's almost close to that time, but it's not time yet. Whatever task that is, you may need to wait. Yes, wait, because something's got to die or something. Something has got to heal. So once this heals, whatever this is, or something dies, maybe you need to be transformed. I don't know, or go through a transformation, or maybe there's something you need to learn in order to blossom. And then that will be the right time. Spotted reputation, going bad, or a rotten idea. So this is sideways, so you do have to pay attention to that. So if you do it now, it's going to spoil. It will backfire. So now is definitely not the time. Burnt out, not caring, your drive dies quickly. Now is not the time. There is a golden opportunity, but I feel like it's not now. It's somewhere in the future, okay? But it's not here in the present. You may need to wait and transform or heal in order for this to come out, okay, for the right time to do this task. Whatever this task is that you're asking about, you want to make sure it is in the right timing, okay? So what else? In the reverse. Both of these are in the reverse. So if you had, wow, you asked if right now was the right time, right? If this is the time to do this task, something like this, this question you were asking, this is a no. Yes is in the reverse. That's a no. Confirmation. Now is not the time, okay? Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. This is saying, no, don't take that leap. Don't fly right now. It's not the time. This is a distant dream. This is a dream that is meant for the future, not for right now. So if you do it, it's not going to happen the way you want it to, okay? However you're seeing this dream come together is not going to happen. Not the way you want it to. So wait for that divine timing, okay? The distant calls your heart to roam free. As you dare to dream, so must it be. Pass this card on. Now is not the time. What else? What else? Morning memory. It will be just a memory. Its healing gift runs a designated course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. Destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. In other words, in divine timing. Wow, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these up and see what else comes out. Okay, what else? What else? Let's grab these, and this will be the end of your reading, okay? These, and we'll grab a couple of those over there. And this will be the end of your reading, okay? So we're going to grab a few of these and 2 of those healing ones. This will be the end, okay? So, what are the messages? What are the messages? Spiritual blessings. What else? So you do have some spiritual blessings coming in. Now is not the time to act upon whatever task this was that you had in mind. Now is not the time. So be aware of that. Okay. Woo, thank you. Protection. You are protected. What is this? That flew way back there. Adaptability. Okay. So we have spiritual blessings. This says, embrace spiritual insights and intuitive abilities. For these are gifts that will help you on your journeys. So you are on your journey, on your path. You are being spiritually guided as well, because you also have protection here, and you're able to adapt in any circumstance. But now is not the time to act on this task. Okay, so protection. Rejection is simply a redirection. So if you act on it now, you will be, you will be rejected. But then again, it could be that something better's coming in. But it is telling you right now, okay, you are protected, but now is not the time to act on this, whatever this task is, okay? Adaptability. Embrace transformative power of change. For it is through your ability to adapt and evolve that you can connect with the divine flow of the universe. We have Goddess is here at the bottom. Okay, so this says, once your spirit, open your spirit to receive divine guidance from celestial realms. And doing so, okay, in doing so, you will be guided in the right time to do so when it comes to this task. So you invite otherworldly wisdom to illuminate your path, guiding you towards your truest purpose. All right, so let's see what wants to come out right here. So whatever comes out, we will take it. What are the messages? What are the messages for freeze yourself? What are the messages for freeze yourself? Let's cut the deck. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a lot. 1 to 3 cards, whatever comes out. Thank you. That's actually 4. I'll take 1 to 3 though. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have self-love and choice. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Choice. So you have a choice to either act on this or wait for divine timing, but the choice is definitely up to you. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy no matter what I go through. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God, the calm. I breathe, live, and grow The light within me, I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fear dissipates. And I find peace in my being. All right, so this is the end of your reading. Thank you, Freeze Yourself, for coming on. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. So I hope you do come on again. I hope I'm able to read for you again here in the future. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Thank you so much. And again, I'll be on tomorrow morning. So if you would like that reading, make sure you're here. We have Superna Day. Let's see. Superna Day. Wasn't expecting that. Much love to you, Heather. Okay, so Superna Day. Let's see. 5. Murder, hey. Current feelings. No contact. Okay, so this person has you in no contact, and you want to know their current feelings for you. Okay, so whoever this is that has Superna Day and a no contact. Okay, what is their current feelings towards Superna Day? This person who has Superna Day and a no contact. What's their current feelings? What is this person's current feelings? Woo. Do they have you blocked? This person may have you blocked. I feel like this person's resisting. This person is like resisting this reading. Let's see. Come on. What is the message? Call upon the Lord God of heaven. Wow. Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ, all the angels of heaven, 11 disciples. Lord God of heaven and earth, Lord God Almighty, Lord Jesus Christ, 11 disciples. Please come help and assist us with this reading. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I don't know if this person's ever done drugs or not. If this is you or the person, somebody's definitely done drugs before. So I don't know if this is you, if this is speaking of you or the person. Or this could be speaking of someone around you who does it, or someone around your person. The type of drugs they do, I feel like they shoot up in their right arm. They hit that vein in their right arm or something. They're doing some strong drugs. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Don't know what that's about. They could buy and sell drugs. I don't know if this is speaking about the person you're asking about. I have no idea. Somebody's doing something. All right, so 3. Whoa, okay. 1. No, they're resistant. They're still resistant. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1. Yeah, they're very, very resistant. There's 1, 2, 3. Barely made it through that one. All right. Here we go. But I did cut through the blocks. Man. What are the messages? What is this person's current feelings towards Superna Day, the person that has Superna Day and a no contact? What is this person's feelings? Control. It's all about control. Okay, this person could have been talking to you about a relationship, a marriage in the past. And then they chose to end it quickly. They felt like they were being guided to something else. But what they were being guided by was not the divine. They mistaked the divine, or they mistake something false as being the divine. And the reason they chose to end it is because they wanted to still be a player. This person still wanted to play. They wanted to play the game. Maybe they thought they were trying to play a game with you, playing with your head or something. They were definitely not an emperor. They were definitely not an emperor. And this person playing with you, they were immature at this time that they did this. They were immature. They could have been listening to a father figure. So there was somebody older, an older gentleman that advised them to do something into this relationship. As fast as it started, as fast as it ended. They definitely played with you until they finally broke up with you. They could have been unfaithful. This person could have cheated on you in the past. Yeah, they acted like a child. They played with you. They played mind games or something. They left you out in the cold. They left you holding on to the bag, basically, and holding on to this unity. So I'm feeling like when the time they broke up, okay, they abandoned you, left you out in the cold. I feel like they didn't give you a message or warning that they were breaking up or something. So that's why you were still holding on, like, what do I do? Where do I go from here? And maybe later on you found out they blocked you or something. Man, this person's horrible. This person's terrible. Let's see. This is Libra. This is fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, mental overload, needing solitude, realization, rest, peace, quiet sanctuary, meditation, regrouping, recuperation. You need to recuperate or something. This person's not in their right mind. Finding mental strength, awakening, rejoining the world, coming out of isolation. And either they feel you isolated them, or honestly, this person isolated you, or this father figure isolated this in. That's disgusting. Okay. 2 Pentacles. This person was being played with. See, this person toyed with you, was playing with you, okay? Messing with your head and your feelings like a player, because this is what this father figure was doing to them. So they were doing the same thing to you that was being done to them. This is almost like childhood trauma. This person may need to heal from some childhood trauma or something. When it comes to you, though, they do have anxiety, stress, they worry, just because of this person who's controlling them in their life. This person's being controlled by someone. Could be a father figure. What else? Man. 9 of Wands. There is no love here. Judgment. And the world. Wow. So before the world ends, right? We will all face judgment. I don't know why I'm seeing this. So it's like the end of something, the beginning of something else. This is the end. The end is here twice. So if you wait for this person and take this person back, this person's only going to come back for sex. And probably leave you for somebody else eventually. Yeah, and take their journey. They're not ready to commit. This person doesn't want to commit. They're still fine. They still want to play the games of life and stuff. Play with your head. They're toying. This person's toying with you. They're just playing with you. They do have persistence, though, in what they want. And what they want is to play. An ending, though, it's here twice. This person could come in and say they want forgiveness. They want you to forgive them. They want mercy. Or they may want to apologize. But the whole plan is just to come in to have this beginning with you and to walk away again. They're persistent, hurting You may not be the only one. This person's a player. Let's see. And I can't help what comes out, so don't shoot the messenger, okay? Don't be afraid to come and ask for more future readings, okay? But maybe we just need to pray for this individual. Man, all right, let's grab these. What are the messages? What are the messages? Potential. Potential. Then maybe this person sees you as somebody who's rare. Maybe that's why they like playing with you, but they're not serious. This person, in their mind, this person's not prevailing, is in the reverse. This person's not serious about a relationship. What is this? Yeah, these three are in the reverse. These are warnings. And then we have intuition. You probably saw this before I even told you. We have potential. Let's read them as they are, okay? Dreams are a sacred message from the universe. You could be having dreams about this, and this is basically your intuition telling you what to do with this situation. You should trust in your dreams at this time. They are the seeds of your highest potential. Prevailing, courage, stronger and more resilient than ever before. Oh, emerge. You will emerge, sorry. We have here divine wisdom, but it's in the reverse. You have intuition. This person's not listening. You have some divine wisdom, but I feel like this person siphons this from you, has you unable to see clearly. As you align yourself with the energy of the universe, you awaken to your true potential. Potential's here twice, but now in the reverse. And power and purpose.